So this is beta version 0.3.0 for the Truck Simulator mod. The list of changes is so big this time. I just want to go over the most important stuff, but the full changelog will be on curseforge and on Discord. So, first of all, this version was built up completely restructured from the ground up for the future to accommodate newer versions or older versions of the game. Possibly 1.12 in the future, but I haven't started working on that. It also comes with pack support, which means that you can now add your own vehicles into the game, and that the standard default vehicles are no longer just part of the mod, but instead part of the default vehicle selection pack, whatever you want to call it. I also started working on the sounds, so as you can hear, the vehicles now have an engine running sound, but that will improve, and I'll add more and more sounds as time passes, but it will come with these engine sounds at least. Next up, you can see that vehicles are a little off-center now. I started experimenting with some kind of sway of the vehicles in their lane to make them a little more dynamic. That's just what it looks like right now. Will probably be configurable in the future, but vehicles, when they move, they will now kind of oscillate between 0.5 blocks in each direction. I think you can see that now, that they don't move perfectly straight anymore. This version also completely overhauled the traffic light control box on GUI. So when you now interact with it, you can see that there's a map, and the traffic lights are shown on the map as little icons. There's still phases and cycles, but now you can have multiple cycles. So in this case, I have a day cycle and a night cycle. So that means when I switch the time to night, so now the cycle finished, and you can see that it now switched to the night cycle, which is flashing amber on this road, on these traffic lights, and these are just off. So that's the triggers. You can vary them, and you can also say that redstone needs to be on and day for that cycle to be enabled, or redstone needs to be off and day for another cycle, and you can just kind of play around with it. So that's one thing, multiple cycles, but then there's also the overhauled traffic light selection and state changing, whatever. So when you click on a phase now, it shows all the traffic lights in the list with their respective state shown in that picture here. So here you have, it also shows on the map here. You have two green lights, which are these two, and then the two red lights, which are these two. When you select them, you can see that they're also getting selected on the map, so you know exactly which traffic light you're controlling. You can also click on a specific traffic light, and it will just show all the traffic lights that are on that block, because obviously they can also be on top of one another, and then it would show multiple lights in that list. And when you change the state, it also updates here, and you can see what that would actually look like on the traffic light. And they'll hopefully make it a lot easier to configure traffic lights in the future. So that's the newest build, and thanks for watching.